Bloody football. Alright, let's go. Welcome to Bloody Football. I am Tarzan, your host. You can call me Tarzan if that's easier for you. And let's begin. This video is about how Frank Lampard can save his job at Chelsea going forward. In the beginning of the season, we were conceding quite a lot of goals. And when we look back at it, we were conceding because we did not know who were our best back to, but that wasn't the only problem. We had to find a keeper to stop paying the Kepa tax because we were paying the Kepa tax every game. Somebody took a shot, we knew it was going to go in. I knew it was going to go in. I don't know if you knew or not, but I knew when somebody took a shot, I could keep my eyes closed and know that the ball has gone in because Kepa has made a mistake, and that's what called Kepa tax. And we bought in Mendy, and ta-da! It was like magic. Everything was solved. Everything. Did I just do a Trump? Okay, let's not do that again. Everything was solved, or so it seemed. We went on a 17 games unbeaten run, which is amazing. Prior to that, we lost to Spurs in a League Cup game. No big deal. And after that, our form just went down. It went down a cliff. Why is that? Well, people are saying all sorts of things. But there is something that we did not look at in the beginning of the season. Of course, we did not look at it while we were going in that unbeaten run. But now that we are looking at what has gone wrong at Chelsea, this is the 13th different front three Frank Lampard has used in 18 games. So he does not know what his best front three is. That's not the case. Let's just take into consideration that we have had Ziyech, Kalamazoo, and Pulisic, all of them injured at some point. It was rare. It was just in the last couple of weeks when Ziyech and Pulisic both could play once again. But Werner is totally out of pace at this moment. He cannot put a ball into the net. And I'm not going to criticize him. Many people has criticized him enough. It was deserved. And I think he has had more than his fair share of criticism. So I'm not going to go into it anymore. Somebody else needs to play on Tuesday, and I'm sure with time, with whatever Werner needs, he will come good. He will come good. Probably not right away, but at some point he will come good. He's not Morris 2.0. You see how this guy plays. You see the hunger. You see the conviction. You see how sad and slumped he was yesterday after he couldn't score, and that's not a man that is okay with how things are going. That's a man that will pick it up and destroy going forward. But until that point, we'd have to start Tuesday, probably Tammy Abraham, because Giroud, I don't know if he could play again midweek after he played 90 minutes on Saturday. But the main problem at Chelsea lies in the midfield, because our best three midfielders are Kante, Havertz, and Mount. But the problem is, three does not go together. Those three do not go together in a midfield where it makes sense, where it makes complete sense, where three amazing players are playing at the best position. You could say if Kante is playing at 6 and Mount is playing at 8, Mount is playing at his best position and Kante is playing at his best position, but Havertz is not. And even though Kante is playing at his best position, he is not playing next to a wall. How does N'Golo Kante work? He works by being a destroyer, from going box to box. If he cannot be the destroyer, he cannot be in his world-class form. So we are already taking out the world-class, because this started under Sarri. He was moved from 6 to 8 to facilitate Jorginho as a regista. So we took out Matic, we took out Bakayoko, who wasn't good for us, and we replaced it with a regista. Then Frank Lampard came in, and now we don't have a defensive midfielder in 2 seasons. We have loaned out Ampadu, who is not doing really that well, other than that one game where Sheffield won. But other than that, Sheffield has been awful this season, and he wasn't that good. So if we kept him, were things going to be different? I do not know, and I doubt we would have ever started Ampadu ahead of Kante. That wasn't going to happen. But Kante is his best when he's playing as a destroyer with a wall next to him. And if you're not going to play a defensive minded football where you play with two defensive midfielders, because let's be honest here, Kante is a defensive midfielder. He could score a goal or two going forward, but most of the time, if he's playing at 8, he does not know what to do when he gets to the box. He always passes it sideways or backwards. He does not pass it forwards. He does not know how to play number 8. Let's just accept that. Even if he does, he's not a world-class number 8. Is he even a class number 8? I highly doubt it. I doubt it. There are better number 8s. Mount is way better number 8 than Kante ever was. Ever could be. Because that's not Kante. Kante is world-class. But with a wall next to him and being a destroyer. I'm regurgitating the same thing over and over and over again. But the point is, we have a N'Golo Kante problem at Chelsea. He does not fit in Frank Lampard's system. And if he fits in with the next system, it will cause problem with Havertz and Mount. Because Mount could play as a 6, but he will always press up. He will not be the wall that Kante needs. And Mount is not a wall to begin with. He's a smaller guy. We need a tall, wide lad next to Kante where people are just going to bounce off if they try to go around, like even Mikel would have done. I would have chosen Mikel over some of the players that Kante would have played with this season. As sad as saying that, because I did not like Mikel at Chelsea, but I think I'm going on and on about it, so I'm going to stop it right there. Havertz needs to play at number 10, either a number 10 or a shadow striker. He cannot play at 8. He can play at 8, but he shouldn't play at 8 because we're taking away a big part of his game where it's about helping the striker score a goal or be the shadow striker who's going to come in and score the goal. We need Mount to do what he did against Fulham. We need Mount to do what he did against Morecambe. And we need Mount to be that player playing at number 8, but he could do it with number 6. I believe in him. But what happens when we're playing a big opposition and we have Mount and Kante both pushing up? Because Mount pushes up because he's a presser, and Kante pushes up because that's who he is. He is a destroyer. He destroys from the back to front. He goes back to front, front to back, back to front, front to back. It just goes. So when both players pushes up, we leave this huge space in between. And Man City took absolute advantage of it. Leicester is going to, if Kante doesn't sit back and defend with his life. Hence, Kante should be sold in the summer. He is a world-class player. I'm sure we are going to make profit on whatever we spent on him. And I wish him nothing but the best of luck. But Chelsea going forward, and what I want Chelsea to do, the way I want Chelsea to play positive-minded football, attacking football, keeping possession, and as well as passing the ball forward. I'm tired of seeing sideways and going back to Zuma, passing to Silva passing to Zuma, and then we go front, and then we have no idea what to do other than crossing in and inshallah. That's got to stop. And the only way to stop that is playing the right formation, which is either 4-4-2 with Kante and Mount playing the midfield at 6, or 4-2-3-1. Once again, Kante and Mount playing in number 6 until the end of the season. And once the season ends, sell Kante, sell Jorginho, sell Aspilicueta, buy Declan Rice. What can I say? Some of you going to hate me for this. You may not want to see my content anymore because of what I just said about Kante. But I'm being honest with you. This is my opinion. This is what I see on the pitch. And I am a Chelsea fan through and through. I love Chelsea. I just want Chelsea to win everything there is to win. People always complain about how Juventus have won everything in Syria for so long, how Bundesliga is won years after years by Bayern Munich. You think I would complain if Chelsea were to do that in the Premier League? No, 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 no. I wasn't ever going to complain about that. I will never complain about that. Because I want Chelsea to become like what Manchester United used to be. And I want Frank Lampard to become what Fergie used to be. That's what I want. And for that to happen, we have to make sacrifices. And the sacrifices we're going to make, we cannot make it with a 22-year-old, with a 20-year-old. We have to make it with the guys that are close to 30, gone past 30. Guys who doesn't have the pace anymore. Guys who do not have the formation or the defensive coaches we had or managers we had in Kante, before that Mourinho. I just don't want to see that defensive kind of football anymore. I'm done with it. I'm done with it. Absolutely and utterly done with defensive football. Going forward, positive attacking football. That's all I want to see. Positive attacking football and results. And results will come when you have wonderful players in your team. But your team together needs to make sense. And Kante, Havertz, Mount does not make sense. It does not make sense. That's it. Anyway, thank you for watching the video. I know the light is blue because I'm talking about Chelsea. And when I'm talking about Chelsea, I can take it down, take down the red all around the room and turn it into a blue room, be in the blue heaven. And hopefully tomorrow when we play against Leicester City, we are going to see 4-2-3-1. And hopefully we come out with a win. I pray and I hope all of you are praying for Chelsea and Frank Lampard. Thank you for watching it. Please comment, share and subscribe. I'm going to make content going forward and get better at editing, get better at presenting it to you, and be as honest as I can be with you. That's all. I hope you're doing well. Please stay safe and take care of yourself.